If you've ever developed a website in mobile view, you may be running into an issue with having a horizontal scroll bar show up. In this video tutorial, we're going to go over how you can identify where that's coming from. Hi, my name is Roger with Saga Pixel. In this tutorial, we're going to go over the specifics of how to identify a horizontal scroll bar showing up on your mobile view for your website. It's very useful to use the dev tools in whatever browser that you're using and to scroll through to help identify exactly where this out of place element is, and then we can move it back into place so that we're no longer getting that horizontal scroll bar.
All right, so let's see an example of this in action. So here I have this dummy page that I set up, just threw a couple headers on the page, a blank image, nothing really special here, and I sort of created an element in here that does have a width that's wider than the viewport just to simulate what we're trying to do here. But again, at a glance, you can see nothing seems to be out of place. Everything looks like it's the correct width, but for whatever reason, there is this horizontal scroll here. So what I like to do is pull up the page on the front end. So here I am on the front end, and what I want to do is right click anywhere, and in most browsers, they have an option to either inspect, or there's some kind of dev tools. Here I'm using Chrome, so I'm just going to right click, click inspect, and it's going to pull up the dev tools for me. So next, what I'm going to do is just scroll over just a little bit, just so that we can get outside of that area here, just so where we can see the space. And then what you want to do is click this select an element option here in the dev tools, whatever one that you're using. There should be something similar, and then you can see it'll highlight whatever it is that you're hovering over. So what I like to do is just start to scroll down the page and see if something catches this the highlighter here. So in this case, you can see when I'm moving my mouse, once I go over this section here, it appears this is the section that is too wide. So if I click here, you can see specifically in the dev tools, there's a div in here that has a width of 1200 pixels. Again, I inserted this myself, but again, I just wanted to show you how easy it is to identify where this sort of thing is coming from if you are running into this sort of issue. Usually this is going to happen when you're like inserting something on the page, like an iframe or some kind of code embed that you're copying and pasting from somewhere else, and the styles are defined within the HTML. If that's the case, you might just have to write like a little CSS on the side that will have a media query, so that when you are on like a smaller device like this, it will take like something like that into consideration, then use a smaller width for the element. All right, so again, this is just a way to help you easily identify what item it is that is causing the content to be wider than the mobile viewport.